able to stay a mage? Or is this going to be like
Azure Gleam. Reunion at the Fortress City.
a magical staff type thing?
The Kingdom army crushes the Western Lords, and with them, the budding civil war. But amidst the chaos, Adrestia strikes at Aryan Road. Dimitri marches on the Fortress City at once and challenges the Emperor herself to save those trapped within the Silver Maiden's walls.
Okay.
Let's reacquaint ourselves with the situation. Our forces have already pulled out of Arundel territory and withdrawn to the fortress city of Aryan Road. The same city which finds itself now besieged by the Imperial Army.
Thank you for the recap.
Most troubling, Your Majesty.
We do actually need it.
The Knights of Seiros dispatched their very best to the scene, but they find themselves at the sword end of the Emperor's personal guard.
That's just kind of sad. Like, how long have the Knights of Seiros been around?
Still, the Citadel will not fall easily. The stalemate could continue for some time yet.
Can we really afford to wait, though? Aryan Road's supplies have got to be running thin by now.
If we go without proper preparation, the Imperial Army will simply crush us.
Agreed. We should be using the time we have to strike in a manner most favorable to our situation. What we need to do is sever the Imperial supply chain. Then, overwhelm and exterminate the withering remains of Edelgard's army.
Hold on. You want to win the whole war in one go?
Indeed I do.
We're only on what, like chapter
We have
7?
been gifted the opportunity of a lifetime, and I do not intend to let it slip through my fingers.
Good luck with that.
It will be a pincer attack, with the fortress at the Empire's front and our battalion at their rear. Even with their larger numbers, we will hold the advantage.
All the more so with the Knights of Seiros in charge of defending Aryan Road.
And even if the Emperor herself escapes, we'll have still dealt a huge blow to the Empire's military.
Oh, I feel nervous all of a sudden. I never expected we'd reach a decisive battle like this so soon.
Not gonna happen.
Will we truly be able to win?
No. Oh, okay. Express doubt. Raise everyone's spirits.
We can do this. I know we can. The terrain here is in our favor. As long as we press that advantage, we'll come out on top.
Let us rally the troops, Your Majesty.
Yes. Onward. To victory.
There we have it. The Empire and the Kingdom finally squaring off in broad daylight. What a fascinating development. And a troubling one.
I am well acquainted with that look of yours, Claude. What could you be scheming this time? If I recall, you made a similar face the other afternoon when we swept aside the Imperial Army ourselves.
Hey, don't get the wrong idea. I'm just contemplating the fate of the Alliance the only way I know how.
Don't worry about him, Lawrence. He doesn't always look it, but Claude takes this stuff seriously. I promise.
She's right, you know. I'm constantly thinking about our next plan of action. Thankfully, the Empire's turned its beady little eyes away from us for now. It seems they're focusing all their attention on the West. And we owe that title shift to Duke Gloucester's feigned betrayal. The former Duke Gloucester, I mean. Thanks to him, we managed to run the Empire clean out of Leicester. But there's more to their strategy shift than that.
Do you speak of the unrest within the kingdom? Such internal struggles would certainly leave them rather defenseless in the wake of an attack.
I really hope Claude's not trying to, let Edelgard and Dimitri take each other out so that he can swoop in and take over the entire Fodlan.
But the situation may change anew at any moment. We mustn't grow complacent. If they emerge victorious against the kingdom, it is difficult to imagine what course of action the Imperial Army would take next.
Probably go after Leicester, which is why we should join forces. Kingdom and Alliance. Join forces. Yes? Yes.
Yeah. Whatever happens in this battle, it'll shape the future of Fodlan for years to come. I might be brilliant, but even I'm having trouble predicting who's gonna come out on top. But whoever it is, I'd bet anything we'll need to strike a deal to keep them at bay. I guess we should be ready for either outcome. Oh, and Lawrence, I'll be asking all sorts of little favors from you, so plan on being busy for a long while.
If needs must, I would do anything for the Alliance.
We can't stand in the crossfire between the Kingdom and the Empire forever. It's high time the Alliance grabbed the reins of history and started steering in our own direction.
Well, that was exciting. Oh, hey, Felix and Shez. Ash and Shez. Sylvain and Shez. Okay, okay. Shez is making friends. Okie dokie. First, we talk to Arval, as always.
What is it?
What's the matter? Having second thoughts? Don't worry about it. You're human after all. A little wavering is only natural. No, we are very firm in our belief that Byleth and us are gonna become best friends. Best friends. Trust in me and I'll guide you to the right answer. Mm-hmm. Of course. Totally believe you.
Do you have a moment?
Forgive me for asking, but I would appreciate it if you did not divulge the information regarding my father and stepmother. I thought it appropriate to share with those I trust, but many people would consider it a scandal. I mean, they're both gone, so why does it even matter? Ask why.
Huh?
What's so scandalous about it? People get remarried all the time.
I wonder.
You're not wrong, but marriages within the aristocracy carry certain political implications. Marrying a woman of questionable birth could irrevocably tarnish one's public image. They likely sought to keep it a secret from the people, lest they cause an uproar in the kingdom. I guess even nobles have it rough sometimes. I suppose so. I would prefer it if everyone were free to live their lives as they please. I know not how long it will take, but I would dearly like to see such a world realized. So would we. Also, they're both gone, and you were, like, kind of adopted, you know? Like, you know, Patricia and Selma, whatever, wasn't your actual mother, so it's like, what's there to be scandalous about anymore? Like, even if it was scandalous once upon a time.
What do you say?
Those soldiers from Dusker aren't just pretending to help so they can stab us in the back, are they? Wow, rude. They're volunteers, so most of them are probably on good terms with Fargus. But some might still hold a grudge. I have to admit, it's kind of nerve-wracking hoping they'll watch my back on the battlefield. Okay. Okay. Rude. Rude!
Not good.
Little help here?
Count Rowe's confidant, Lord Gwendol, was in charge of Arianrhod's arsenal. He went missing when the Count surrendered, meaning he's undoubtedly with the enemy now. We should have hunted him down before. You know, left no stone unturned. I'm sure it's fine. The Knights of Saros are guarding Arianrhod, right?
Nuh-uh.
Yeah, but what if the enemy knows about some hidden passageway? We don't. Calling it a siege would barely be accurate at that point. We wouldn't be able to win, even with 100 King Dimitris running around. I don't know, 100 of him, that's what I was thinking. 100 of him is a lot. I think we'd wipe the floor with them. You really think so? Wait, that's not the point here. This is all just fantasy talk. We've had some tough battles, but something tells me this one's going to be particularly harrowing.
Let's see.
My father said he would lend us a hand as well, but who knows what will happen. Honestly, if he just gives you the lands, we'd be happy. Just, you know, pass it on.
How can I serve?
The Imperial Army has kept quiet for a good while. They've only now suddenly made a move. Either they figured out our primary focus is leaving the stronghold, our primary force, my bad, or perhaps they've assembled enough soldiers to crush them regardless. In either case, the battle is sure to be arduous. We must brace ourselves for the worst. All right. We got this. Probably, hopefully, maybe. I'm having gratitude to be returning to the south. I was reaching my limit with a cold. Again, like a fur jacket, you know, fur-lined jacket, and pants would do wonders. I promise you. But now, instead of cold, Lady Edelgard is coming here. I am thinking both are strong enemies I must be overcoming. All right, good luck. Arianrhod, huh? I can't believe this is how I'm returning to Roe territory. Ah, I guess it's former Roe territory now. Things have really changed, haven't they?
Oh no.
Before the war, I never would have imagined I'd end up in this situation.
Nothing to report.
The Kingdom Army and the Knights of Saros must be putting everything they've got into fending off the enemy. You've got to help them as soon as possible. In the meantime, consider these gates kept. By me, of course. Ah yes, the gatekeeper keeping gates. Good job, good job.
What is it?
It's been one deadly battle after another, from the capital all the way to Aryan Road. Still, as long as I'm with you, I know we'll get through it somehow. Although I suppose it's always the overly optimistic people who wind up dead. I mean, Shez is still here, so I think you're in good company. Happy? Happy! It's so weird. I feel like we've been at war with our own people for so long now. I'm glad we got that all squared away. Fighting's a lot easier when you don't have guilt dragging you down. Agree. Enemies are enemies. Yeah, for sure. Morale really affects how people fight. Totally. Now we can all focus on busting up the Imperial Army.
How can I be of service?
Margrave Gautier had a wife who hailed from the Empire. The first child she bore is that scoundrel, I mean, Lord Miklon. Then, while pregnant with their second child, she fled to their northern castle to avoid the epidemic that was spreading at the time. Smart. That's when she lost her life. Oh, never mind. In a string raid. Such a tragic story. So was she still pregnant when she lost her life? Did Sylvain and Miklon have a middle brother that never got born? Or is Sylvain, you know, the baby? Oh no, I heard that Edelgard's going to attack us. I know Aryan Road's supposed to be great for hiding, but still.
Oh no!
Nowhere is safe from Edelgard. we have nothing to say to that. Nothing at all. Oh, I'm just so nervous. We're going against the Emperor's personal guard, aren't we?
That isn't good.
The size of the Empire's force is overwhelming. I wonder if we'll all make it back safely. Encourage? Say nothing. Crack a joke.
Right on.
Well, if they're the Emperor's personal guard, then we're the King's personal guard. Sounds like a fair fight to me. A fair fight? Well, yes, I suppose you're right. We can definitely win. Please be careful out there, Shez. I cannot bear to see another friend get hurt. Oh, thank you.
On that note,
My father and uncle are securing the Western Front. They should be fine for now. Simon was still a no-show, though, despite how bad the situation was. Who? Who's Simon?
Huh?
Oh, yeah, okay. My cousin, yeah. Oh, okay. He's the heir to House Dominic. He doesn't get along with my uncle very well, and tends to just disappear at the drop of a hat. He's not a bad person or anything, but I really wonder where he is.
May I have a word?
When I visited Aryan Road some years ago, the Count had a boy with him who claimed was his, adopted son. The boy had such a beautiful face, yet an air of viciousness hung about him. Those within the castle said the Count was completely enamored of the young lad's charm. Oh dear, I should refrain from spreading rumors that besmirch the dead. Forget I said anything. This means we're getting Yuri soon, right? Why do they keep dropping hints? Why do they keep talking about Yuri if they're not gonna give him to us? Maybe at Aryan Road. I mean, we're meeting Shamir at Aryan Road, right? Maybe we'll meet Yuri too, just coming from the Empire side. But we have Happy, so maybe we'll get Yuri as well.
hello, you.
Have you seen the mountain range to the northwest? The big one is called Guinevere, the Sacred Mountain. It separates Duscur from Fargus. I was born and raised in a town at its foot. Back then, it was a quiet place, frequented by merchants and travelers from all over the kingdom. I'm going to return my hometown to its former glory, if it's the last thing I do. We support you. We want to help you. Let's do it. Together. What is this? It's got a giant crystal, like, floating inside of it. Did we steal this from Cornelia during the battle? What is this? Oh, these are cool. Look at the design. Okay. Somebody to talk to? Oh, here. Cyril, hey.
Hey.
I stopped by Aryan Road to see Catherine before I came here. Shamir was there too. You remember her? Of course.
Let's see.
Yeah, she was in the Knights of Saros, but I don't think we ever talked. It's been a while since she left the Order, but I'm real glad I got to see her again. Shamir's the one who taught me how to use a bow. Honestly, I would have liked to stay and fight alongside her. But Lady Rhea would be mighty upset if I went and got myself killed. It's Rhea. It's Rhea. So I doubt it.
Can we speak a moment?
We've received word that fighting in the east has abated. We anticipated that the Emperor would focus her efforts on the Western Front from here on out. But none of us ever expected that the Emperor herself would lead the attack. However, this could present us with an opportunity, just as His Majesty said. Let us defeat the Emperor right now and end this war once and for all. I mean, we can try. I doubt it'll be that simple, however.
How may I help you?
So I've been thinking, it's true the Empire has been way too aggressive. But on the other hand, the kingdom's been avoiding the problem. Only time will tell which course is more effective. Uh-huh. Yeah.
Well?
The construction of Aryan Road was originally funded by the Empire. House Rowe, who were mere lords at the time, turned it over to the kingdom. In exchange, they were granted the title of Count and became the major lords of Southern Fargus. Surprise? Compliment him.
Meh.
So that's what went down. Then from the Empire's point of view, this is a battle to reclaim what they see as rightfully theirs. Correct, though it hasn't been theirs for a very long time. Of course, the fortress structure has changed since the Empire controlled it. However, if any members of House Rowe remain within the enemy's ranks,
Let us go.
there's no telling how the siege will play out. We must hurry. All right, hurry we shall. Right after we talk to everybody.
That's not good.
So the time has finally come. I knew our paths would cross eventually, so long as I was part of the Kingdom Army. Show concern?
Yeah.
Yeah, going
I
up
don't
against the
know.
Imperial Army means confronting the Emperor directly. I get why you're worried. Yes, I wonder how I should carry myself if and when I face her. If I lose again, I'll have to surrender to the Empire. That thought keeps going around in my mind. Okay, Dorothea, you just keep going back and forth, alright? Okay. Just keep going back and forth between the two armies. It's all good.
Oh, hey! I was thinking.
Apparently, Count Duval's been willingly cooperating with the investigation into the Western Lords. He's been in hot water with the Western Church on several occasions over how he manages the sacred lands in his territory. I'm willing to bet he doesn't want to oppose the royal family and lose the Central Church's backing. At any rate, things should be calming down in the West. Now we need to just get on over to Aryan Road. Okay. I have no idea which one Duval is and what their involvement in our little skirmishes was.
Actually,
Dimitri mentioned that he wanted to speak with Edelgard. He has something he wishes to ask her. Whatever it may be, I'm certain it is extremely important. However, everyone else is striving to defeat the Emperor and end the war. If Edelgard perishes, so too does his chance to speak with her. And then his words will remain forever unsaid. Reassure? Staring confusion. It depends on how the battle goes, but I'm sure they'll get a chance to talk, at least a little.
oh my goodness!
I'm glad to hear that, although I wonder if that will be enough. I mean, we will try, we will try.
This bores me.
I've still got a lot of questions about the late king and Lady Patricia. Assuming that Cornelia did in fact bring the two of them together and urge the late king to marry her. Was Lady Patricia also evil, or was she a good person who fell into the clutches of that harpy?
What in the world?
Keep your voice down, Felix. Only a small number of people are privy to the story. That's why you guys are hidden away in this corner, right? Cornelia's word cannot be trusted. Neither can the Emperor's, for that matter, as she is our enemy. Listen well, Felix. The only truth you need to believe is your own. Do not be swayed by the words of... Enough. I don't need another lecture. It was a mistake to even bring it up to you. Yeah. Oh well. Oh, well, my apologies. It seems I've said one word too many. Try a lot of words too many. Felix. Alright, that was amusing.
Can I help you?
The knights who were stationed in former Arundel territory have made a safe retreat to Aryan Road. They've joined up with our forces inside the fortress and are preparing for the siege. Lady Catherine said, and the rest of the knights are exceptional fighters, of course, but they're not 10 Dimitris. But even so, I'm not sure how long they can hold out, given who they are. You must hurry. I mean, 100 Dimitris, right? That's what Sylvain suggested?
I see. A moment.
Word has it that Shamir has joined Catherine in Aryan Road. The Archbishop is rather concerned for Catherine's safety, but if those two are together, then they are 100, nay, 1,000 strong. We must be stalwart as well. Let us prepare for the coming battle against the Emperor. Cool, cool. Alright, we missed somebody. Oh, no. Ah, so many trees. And people. Just gonna run into them all.
Did you
Bowl them
need
over.
something?
House Road betrayed the Empire and defected to the Kingdom when Aryan Road was built. That's why both the Empire and Kingdom have long held them in contempt for their wavering loyalty. It's quite likely the Count has developed something of an inferiority complex over time. Nevertheless, this is a prime example of what happens when you bite the hand, or in this case, hands, that feed you. Alright, I think that's everybody. So let's go have our meals. Okay.
Yeah, the flavor's not really there. Might want to try something different next time.
It's fine. Dimitri wouldn't be able to taste it anyway.
This reminds me of my youth. The days I spent with Glenn and my father.
And bad cooking.
Oh, thanks. Did you know this was one of my favorites?
Hey, this is great. I bet anyone would love this stuff.
You made this. Impressive.
You went to the trouble just for me? Thank you.
And the guy next to you. Not just you, Ingrid. To do as well.
Hey, this is great. I bet anyone would love this stuff.
Hold on. How'd you know this was my favorite? Thank you.
It's so nice to eat in the great outdoors like this. Beats sitting in the mess hall, that's for sure.
Okay, sure, Annette. Sure. We don't have a roof over our heads or walls around us or anything.
Hey, this is great. I bet anyone would love this stuff.
What a thoughtful gesture. Well, let's eat.
This surprise pleases me. How did you know I would have enjoyment of this?
Counting on you both.
We'll handle this together.
Come on, we'll do it together.
Counting on you both.
Yes, I'm ready.
All right, let's give it our best.
Counting on you both.
Let's do this together.
Let's go. Thank you for joining me on this moonlit stroll, my dear lady.
Thank you for the invitation. I've always been fond of such nighttime wanderings. The moon and stars are lovely, and there are also certain flowers that bloom only at night.
Count on you to know something like that. You'll have to point me in the direction of those flowers sometime.
Yes, well, what did you want to talk about?
Well, I heard you were getting engaged, and I was just wondering how you felt.
Goodness, someone is well informed.
Well, your fiancé-to-be is a noble from Gautier territory. It's only natural word would find its way to me. Are you going to accept? I mean, I don't think he's a bad guy or anything, but...
No, it's a fair question. However, as my adoptive father backs the proposal, I doubt I have much say in the matter. Though if I did, I'd likely refuse. There's still so much I want to do and experience in this world. Still, I doubt there's much hope of the parties involved relenting.
Just run away. Can't you just run away to the church?
Why not just turn him down like you do all the other guys?
I've refused so many proposals that my adoptive father has run out of patience. And as he's already initiated the marriage discussions, it would be difficult to back out now.
That lowlife doesn't care about your feelings at all. He just cares about that crest of yours.
We don't choose our bloodline, just like flowers don't choose where to bloom. If being married means I will never know want, then I've no right to complain, even if it is not my preferred outcome. You're much the same, yes? People like us have to try to bloom as best we can.
I never really thought of myself as a flower, but I get what you're saying. Flowers are stuck in the same spot for life, whether they like it or not. And if they happen to sprout in a bad area, they're out of luck.
Okay, but you guys can, like, pick up and move.
But we have legs, not roots. We can go wherever we want.
Exactly.
And we don't have to give up on our dreams, so long as we're clever about it.
I see. And what is your clever solution in this case?
Just marry each other, obviously.
Well, if your only goal is to end negotiations with this guy, I could ask you to marry me instead.
I'm not sure I follow. You would marry me, so I don't have to marry someone else?
To be perfectly clear, I'm not making advances on you or anything, but I'm the heir of House Gautier. If I ask you, this other guy will have no choice but to bow out. Though I doubt he'd be happy about it. After that, you can do whatever you want. Go work at a church, or ladle out soup, or whatever makes you happy. I won't stop you.
But that would prevent you from marrying the person you love.
Okay, look, it's just an idea. You've got lots of options available to you.
You really do know the ways of the world, Sylvain. I've always admired that about you.
The honor of receiving such a compliment from you lifts my feet from the ground. But seriously, let me know if you need any help. I'm always here for you.
From the slimy depths of the swamp they rise, great beasties of every shape and size. They dance in a ring and... No, that's not right. Their slime they fling and... Huh? Who's there?
Oh, sorry. I didn't mean to interrupt. Are you getting in a little choir practice there?
Oh, it's you, Sylvain. Were you listening that whole time?
Pretty much. I must say, that song's super creative. You're the only person I know who could think up something like that.
I feel like you were about to use another word there.
Nope. Great song. Top notch. A+. Are you going to perform it soon?
I was actually gonna sing it for everyone later tonight. I came up with the lyrics and tune myself. And now that I'm finished, I can perform it loud and proud.
Wow, this is totally different from Three Houses, where she, I don't know, about killed Felix because he overheard her.
And it's a song about swamp beasties. Did I hear that part right?
And what's wrong with swamp beasties?
Nothing in particular. It's just that if you're gonna sing it in front of everyone, maybe it should be, I don't know, relatable? I mean, swamp beasties are so beastie. Ugh. Wouldn't it be better with a puppy or a baby sheep or something cute like that?
I see what you're saying. Cute animals, cute animals. Oh, what about bears? Huge ones.
Yeah, I guess huge bears are better than beasties. I mean, they are pretty cute when they're not trying to tear your face off. Okay, that's good. Except I'm pretty sure bears don't live in swamps. So if you switch it up, it should probably be about giant bears dancing in the woods.
That is the most adorable thing I've ever heard. Are you secretly a professional songwriter, Sylvain?
Absolutely not. In fact, I feel like I should apologize for butting in with ideas when you've clearly been working so hard on this.
Oh, don't apologize. If it helps make it a song everyone will enjoy, I'm all for it. I'm glad we're close enough for you to give your honest opinion.
I'm sure Felix would enjoy it.
Well, I've never been one to ignore hardworking girls like you. And I'd love to hear it when it's finished. Wait, what's with the look? Did you come up with the new lyrics already?
Yep. Your suggestions gave me all the inspiration I needed.
Giant bears tearing your face off.
Impressive. Why don't you sing it for me?
Of course. I'm sure you'll love it. From the forest they appear, a sleuth of bears with cute round ears. They dance in a ring and enjoy the beats, but tonight they'll feast on meaty treats.
People? They'll feast on people?
That actually might be more creepy somehow. But hey, maybe writing weird songs is a talent all of its own. At the very least, they're great at distracting me from real-life worries. Thanks, Annette. I'll figure something out, I promise. Just write to your father, okay?
I will.
Hey there, Dedue. Can I help you with something?
No, just passing by.
You sure? Looks like you really want to say something.
I was touched by your interaction with that woman.
What's that supposed to mean?
During our academy days, I often heard untoward rumors about you. You had a tendency to skip training and a certain reputation concerning women.
You're just
You
glaring.
caused His Majesty all manner of headaches.
He's just glaring at him.
I can't deny that. But that's all in the past. I'm a lot more responsible these days, don't you think?
Don't expect praise for merely doing your job.
Right.
Though I have been curious about what caused this change of heart.
Change of heart might be taking it a bit too far. It's just, I always see how Dimitri and Felix are out there doing all these amazing things. So I can't very well be goofing around when they're off making names for themselves. Call it a sibling rivalry.
Sibling rivalry?
They're like brothers to me, which is exactly why I don't want them looking down on me.
I see. I understand how you feel. I had a younger sister.
Had? Oh. Tell me about her. What was she like?
She loved flowers, and often made crowns out of them. And once she set her mind to something, nothing in the world could change it.
Aw, she sounds sweet. And a little intimidating.
You cannot flirt with the dead, try as you might.
Whoa, hold on. I was just being honest. I'm sorry I never got the chance to meet her. I mean, if her protective older brother didn't kick me into next week first.
I may just have done so. Sylvain, you should visit Duscur after this war is over. My sister's grave is there. It's nothing special, but I would like to show it to you sometime.
I would love to, my friend. And I'll make sure to bring a giant bouquet of flowers with me.
She would like that very much.
Aww.
Need something?
I have been noticing that you are going out of your way to be helping me. Even more than the others. Why is this?
Outsiders unite?
You're a foreign queen. Neglecting you would reflect poorly on His Majesty.
You do not need to be worrying. I possess skill at adapting. Before, I was thinking Fargus was too cold. But now, I have become adapted to it.
That is not what you told us. That is not what you told Shez.
Good.
But I am experiencing a problem. I still have struggles with the language of Fodlan. Perhaps you can be teaching me?
Me? Teach you the language?
Yes. I know the tongue of Duscur also has many differences from Fodlan's.
How is it that everybody has perfected this language? Like Claude and Dedue, and Petra is the only one who has difficulty with it.
But but you speak as if this is your land of home.
You give me too much credit.
I am spending my days with native speakers just like you. And I am always studying with hardness. But you are still surpassing me in this language. How did you become this way?
His Majesty taught me. He felt it unproductive to communicate in broken sentences, so we spent years teaching each other.
An exchange of languages! That idea is a wonderful one. If Dimitri found success teaching you, maybe you can be doing the same for me. Do we have agreement?
Why me?
You said that Dimitri is not wanting me to be neglected. Not being able to convey my feelings is giving me great sadness.
Oh, Petra.
It is making me feel frustration and loneliness.
Oh.
Ah.
When I was first in Fodlan, I could not be saying anything in this language. Whenever
Well, you've done
Edelgard
real
was
well.
speaking to me, I could only be staring back at her with big, confused eyes.
Oh.
Then I decided to be studying on my own. But the nobles were laughing and saying my words were ugly.
Well, screw them.
It was the same for me, but His Majesty was always close. If ever I struggled with a word, he would teach me.
But I was a hostage. I was without such a teacher. Until today. Now I am having you.
I suppose you do.
You can do it, Petra. We believe in you.
Thank you. That is making it much clearer. Didu, what are you looking at?
Just admiring your diligence. You're different than I used to be. You can already make yourself understood. Why is it so important to master this language?
For the future. Bridget and mine. I will be the queen of Bridget. I must be having good diplomacy with Fodlan.
Because your country's stuck between two powers, Fodlan and Dagda.
Yes. And no matter who is winning this war, Bridget must be attending negotiations. If the Empire gains victory, my betrayal will be causing much trouble.
Most likely.
I must be defending myself and my actions. I must be making myself understood.
And that's why you study so intently.
Yes. If I am working hard now, maybe I can achieve a better outcome later.
Oh, Petra.
Will Bridget and Fodlan be having a good relationship? Or a bad one? The answer is on my shoulders. And I am thinking it is the same for you. You will be leading relations for Fodlan and Duscur, yes?
Yes, though there's only so much I can do. His Majesty wants to make Duscur independent one day, and I will do all I can to help him.
For much time, I thought you were simply the guard of his body. But this is wrong. You work without rest for the good of your people. You tell Dimitri what you are thinking. You have much responsibility. It is very impressive.
I don't know how much good I have done, but I care for my people and their future. We have that in common.
Yes, we are alike.
Indeed.
Oh.
So let us be winning this war together and seeing both of our dreams come true.
Believe in you. You can do it.
Fodlan and Duscur for you, Fodlan and Bridget for me. With your helping, with your help, I can accomplish so much. Can I count on my mentor to be sharing more wisdom?
I'm a mentor now?
Yes. And I will always be here for you too. All you need to be doing is asking.
Petra's... It's fine. Alright, her language skills are fine.
Now, keep teaching me more words, my mentor. I have eagerness for learning.
Considering she learned it all by herself, she's doing great. And you can understand her, which is the important part, you know?